Instincts, a Marichat, Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction, Part 2. There were times where Marichat wanted to do psychological research on cats to try and figure out what the heck Chat Noir was doing. And she nearly did one day. "Hello!" Chat Noir popped his head down into Marichat's room with a grin from the sky entrance. Marichat was sprawled out on the floor. She groaned and rubbed her face, causing Chat Noir to leap in and land on all fours next to her. "I hate math," she said in a dead tone. Chat gave a slight laugh that Marichat glared at. "Math is literally the devil coming to Earth. I hate it," she complained. Chat didn't bother to cover his laughter. "It's not that bad," he cooed, patting her cheek. She swatted his hand away and forced herself to sit up. "Does Mari need my help?" Chat Noir teased, walking over to her desk and picking up her notebook. His candy apple green eyes scanned through her messy scribbles of numbers and symbols. "Okay, well, I'm not that crazy," Marichat retorted, rolling her eyes. Chat Noir pouted at her, still clutching the notebook. "I'm good at math," he defended himself. Marichat gave him a skeptical look. Chat pointed to one of the problems that Marichat had gotten wrong. "Look, if RS is equal to 3x minus 8, and HN is 7 minus..." The black-haired girl snatched back the notebook, cutting him off. "Thanks for the offer. Really, but it's fine. My friend's gonna teach me how to do it in like 10 minutes, she said with an appreciative smile. Chat Noir pouted. Okay, maybe he was a kitten, considering the fact that he was such a child at times. "But I'm here now. I can help." Marichat smiled at him and stood up, patting his head lightly. "I know you can, but I also know you much rather watch mindless videos with me until I have to go on the call," the girl said with a smile. Chat was quiet for a minute before climbing up to Marichat's bed at an alarmingly fast pace and stretching out. The black-haired girl pulled out her laptop and fell onto her pillows. Chat Noir, as always, was curled up next to her like a cat. Flickering her eyes over the black-clad superhero, Marichat almost wanted to laugh. It was moments like this that made her feel like she actually had a cat. Like she needed to go to the pet store now and pick up some salmon treats and a scratching post right now. And again, she almost burst out laughing. If she was to do that, which she actually totally should just to mess with him someday, he'd probably throw a huge hissy fit and actually end up using the scratching post to get out his annoyance. Most of Paris didn't know that Chat Noir was one heck of a drama queen. For whatever it's worth, he was calm now. And just entranced by the video and breathing softly. Marichat smiled fondly. Maybe salmon treats weren't the way to go with him, but any type of baked goods certainly were. Especially croissants. He practically cleaned them out last time. Marichat checked the time. Luca would be calling her in about 3 to 5 minutes. She tapped Chat Noir on the forehead. "Hey, my phone's about to ring. I'm gonna go up to the balcony. There's better Wi-Fi there. If you want to stay here, you can just stay here," Marichat said, attempting to push Chat Noir's hand off her shoulder. He held on tight. "I'll watch up there with you," he offered. Marichat shrugged and was finally able to get up and grab her notebook and a couple pencils. As soon as she set down her materials, Luca's photo showed up on her phone, the call sounding out loudly. "Hey, Luca! Thanks for helping, by the way," Marichat said brightly. Luca nodded and smiled. "It's no problem," he said kindly. Luca was a very good teacher. That was no surprise. What was a surprise, though, was his aptitude for math. "It is the only subject I ever liked other than music, because it's the only one I can actually understand," he joked. Marichat firmly disagreed with him. She did not like math and was rather vocal about it. Sometimes Alia joked that's why she was always late, and in a defiance of numbers and math along with it. She said that if you gave Marichat the amount of time to drive somewhere and then what time she had to be there, she'd take longer because she could not let math win. Ollie got a playful punch after that sentence. What subjects do you like then? Luca asked Marichat. I actually really like history. Really? Yeah. I was just as surprised as you were when I figured out that I actually enjoyed learning about the past. To be fair, Marichat realized that she liked history when researching past ladybugs, but, she really couldn't tell him that without getting some questions that she couldn't answer without putting him in some danger. My teacher was really happy when my grades started going up because apparently paying attention in class is a thing. Who knew? Marichat joked. Luca laughed from the other end. What was it before? He asked. Marichat's face darkened. We do not speak of that, she deadpanned, making Luca chuckle. Chat Noir perked his head up from the chair in which he was sitting on. He sent Marichat a questioning look and head tilt to which she waved off. He gave off a cat screech that Marichat prayed Luca didn't hear. Unfortunately, he did and made a confused expression. What was that? Was that a stray cat? He asked. Marichat nodded quickly, throwing Chat a look. Yep, we have a couple of strays that roam around here. I'm not quite sure why, she said quickly. Chat Noir hissed. Marichat kept her smile up, though. That's strange. Rarely do cats ever climb up so high, Luca commented. I know! This one's quite annoying, though. Another cat yowl. This time, it was accompanied by a dull thud. Marichat's eyes went wide, and she spun to face Chat Noir with a frown on his face, crouched on the railing. Her blue eyes narrowed as she spotted her potted plant on the ground. Luckily, it was plastic because God knows Marichat even had the time to breathe, let alone keep a plant alive. What did you do? She demanded. Chat Noir stared defiantly at her. Marichat rubbed her temples and brought the phone closer. Well, I don't think I'm a really big fan of cats right now, she said, aspirated. Luca droned, but Marichat didn't have time to respond since she was sprinting back to her room with a screeching cat on her heels. Tail. I don't know either. She slammed the trapdoor closed. But unsurprisingly, it swung open to reveal a rather angry-looking Chat Noir sticking his head into her room. He hissed loudly at Marichat. Luca asked her a question, but she didn't really pay attention to it. She was, kind of really busy trying to keep her phone away from Chat Noir, who was swatting at it. Can I call you back? Marichat asked, getting more and more aspirated. Luca nodded on the call and waved goodbye before Marichat could end the call. Chat Noir pounced onto her bed, launching a pillow off in doing so. You have some explaining to do, Marichat reprimanded. Chat Noir crossed his arms. I'm not a stray, he said shortly. Marichat rolled her eyes. You threw my plant onto the ground. You better know how lucky you were that it was just fake, Marichat scolded him, pointing a finger at his chest. Chat Noir huffed and turned away, arms crossed over his chest. What a drama queen. Marichat sighed and leaned back onto her pillow, possibly more aggressive than she needed to, and clicked open her phone. She logged onto Instagram, getting a notification that Ollie had posted something. And that's when she felt something wrap around her waist. Looking down, Marichat was agape to see Chat Noir's tail curled around her. He clearly didn't notice as he was still turned away, throwing a hissy fit at, whatever. She had no idea Chat Noir could make his tail. Or make it move in this way, at least. Decidedly, Marichat searched online for what the heck it meant when a cat wrapped their tail around you. Apparently, it meant they enjoyed your company and was basically giving you a hug. It was a cat's way of showing that they love their owner. Marinette's blue eyes flickered to the cat in question. Even though he was mad at her, he still wanted to be close and around her, even if subconsciously. "Hey, Shot," she asked after a couple minutes. The blonde looked right at her, doing the childish thing of still acting mad. "This was subconscious, right?" The girl pointed to the tail curled around her waist. Chat Noir's eyes bulged, and he almost leapt into the air. "Oh my god! I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that could happen. I don't know how that did happen. Oh my god," Chat Noir rambled, sounding eerily like Marinette herself. The black-haired girl chuckled at the superhero's frazzled speech. "You're okay. I'm fine with it. I mean, according to the internet, you're just giving me a hug," she said, but it did nothing to diminish the red stain on his cheeks. "Sorry," he mumbled again. Marinette once more brushed it off, spreading her arms and nodding her head to get him to come closer and snuggle into her side. He complied, and she wrapped her arms around him. "See? This is a human hug," she teased him, earning a glare from the cat. Their breathing was the only noise in the room, and not even before 5 minutes had passed synced up. And somewhere along the lines, a red blush also appeared on Marinette's face, and the thought of this becoming normal, well, that entered her mind too.